Oh god, the troublemaker.
Oh, crap. Where's my phone?
Go, run, get it.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably downstairs. Alright, I'll keep an eye on the troublemaker. By the way, the troublemaker is our dog, Casey. Who's your good boy? Raymond ran off to go find his phone because we need that for a timer. We could probably invest in a timer.
Too expensive.
Didn't you say you wanted a clicker? A click timer?
Yeah, it's just a clicker. It wouldn't count minutes. It would just count numbers.
Just clicker? What's the point of that?
It's a purely just a clicker.
What are you gonna do that every minute on the minute? I don't trust your counting, man. Oh.
I have one clicker for seconds, another to count the minutes.
That would be very distracting. Can you imagine just us playing as like just like it'll just get boring and annoying. Anyway, welcome back, Cyrus.
What's up?
We just watched. What episode was it?
I'm pretty sure that's episode 2.
Well, obviously, but like, what's the what was the name?
I forget.
Look it up real quick. We actually have some stuff to talk about in this episode.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff kind of happened within what, 20 minutes?
Yeah. And I'm actually really excited for this volume.
Awesome!
Oh, thank goodness. I'm afraid you're now in the
Because it's shaping up to actually explain a few things. God permitting. Or whatever these people worship. What did they worship?
Salem?
No. For several reasons. Still looking it up?
Yeah. Trying to find.
Anyway, while
Just need the title.
he's trying to look for it,
Look what I found!
so the defenseless old lady, as Yang puts it, is I forget her, Maria Calvera, and like I'm assuming she's a Latino woman, and she has like a
Okay,
staff with a
Let's
skull
start
on
looking
it.
for a way out.
That's all we know about her.
Alright.
Oh, she's blind.
Okay.
I'm still holding on hope that she is named Barry.
Yeah, it was just called Uncovered.
Uncovered. Okay, cool. That seems kind of lazy, but okay. In an episode like this, I don't mind like a lazy title, I guess, because we actually get to realize that Salem is alive.
You mean Cinder is alive?
Oh yeah, Cinder. I always get those two mixed up. Oh, but because they do the thing that I really don't like in stories. Well, to an extent, unless it's done properly. You want to tell them?
Done properly?
It has something to do with bosses. They do what I call the bad boss, the boss, and the baddest boss.
Going on that track again.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is that I don't think I've ever said it on like a SireVGames thing, but something that annoyed me when we first watched this was that, like, oh, Torchwick showed up, but then he's working for Cinder, but then she's working for someone else too, and it's like, okay, where is this gonna end, honestly? But, yeah. It basically ended at Salem, so.
It's like an endless chain of command.
Yeah.
That apparently ended with Salem.
I mean, there are instances in which I don't mind that there's, like, that hierarchy, but it felt like every single time it just kept on getting, like, oh, ignore this guy. We have to kill them off in order to progress the story. Or, like, we have to shove them aside. So, like, yeah. Is the timer still going?
Yeah, it goes.
Okay. It goes. Oh, God!
Ah, the smelly one.
Okay. If that's the way you want to remember it. But yeah, Cinder's alive.
Spoiler.
Yeah, well, the thing is that it's kind of
It wasn't exactly. I don't think you were supposed to go this way yet.
Yet or at all.
I'm not even too sure. Did you kind of crawled underneath the door?
Well, Ruby's short. So. But yeah,
What was that?
that kind of debunks what we were thinking, that like the hooded figure was Summer,
It's fascinating.
but it's actually just Cinder.
Excellent.
I was kind of hoping it would be Neo.
Yeah,
He's like, oh my gosh. You see the Torchwick hat just blowing in the wind, and then you see this hooded character thinking, oh my gosh, it's someone else that we know. Unfortunately, it was someone else that we know.
The thing is that I don't think Neo would be startled by her own friend's hat. That's like me, like seeing one of your bandanas floating in the wind, and I'm like, oh God!
You know with me.
Yeah, if I know it's you, why would I be startled?
Yes, you thought I was dead.
Wouldn't you think I was dead too? In this analogy, that I'm sure doesn't actually work.
This person should be dead. Why is this still going around?
Oh yeah. The longer this goes on, the less and less I feel we're actually going to get the whole Cinder redemption arc. Because, like, I wanted that in the other volumes, but I don't think we're actually gonna get it.
I feel as though it would be like the final, like,
Episode.
it's like the final boss battle, maybe against Salem.
Yeah.
That, or they actually wind up saving Salem from whatever the hell happened to her.
Or they just kill her.
I don't know, she seemed like an
Oh, hey, let's talk about that later. Just slow your roll, let's talk about the first half of this. Okay, so where do we start? Yeah, Miss Calavera. And then they start arguing off of the train, walking in the snow. Oh, by the way, we flash back to the pagoda house or whatever, which, okay, that seemed like it could have been in the first episode.
Yeah, really should. It probably should have been. I don't think there was any real point of there being a flashback.
Yeah. Oh, and also, it is actually revealed that the relic changes size. I thought it was kind of a weird optical illusion, where it's all like, wow, they really made that look weird. But no.
It was like how they wound up doing in Star Wars between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, because if you remember, they actually had the scar was supposed to go like across Kylo Ren's face. Yeah. Instead, they wound up having it go over his eye afterwards.
Well, like,
in the next one.
Yeah, the thing is that they tried that out, but it looks stupid. Apparently,
I don't see what the point is. The scar is a scar on your face.
well, I guess there's a reason why people have like
Oh, that
eye
makes me
scars
dizzy. Yeah, we win.
specifically.
Once you get a scar, you don't get the chance to reposition it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I wish
Maybe
I could.
in your universe.
So I wish I could reposition my scars.
That is a bomb.
It's like, do you know how many of these I wish it was over my eye? It'd be freaking awesome.
Okay, Tony. Physically
And then eventually you just get bored of that and then move it to somewhere else.
Yeah. it's
Somewhere that no one can see.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this scar today. Let's put it over here.
Oh, I hate this mission.
gather as many nearby dust crystals.
But,
Time
what
is
else is
of the
there?
essence, but remember, remain
Oh,
calm.
yeah, so the relics might just all be lamps.
Yeah, and within those lamps, they just have.
Sexy genies.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Which,
that.
which they might have just been gender bent. Well, the one that they have, Jin, it basically looks like a gender bent version of. Oh yeah, right. I forgot how this works, but they basically made a gender bent version of Genie from Aladdin. And okay, even crossing the line of not wearing a shirt. So that's a thing. But apparently Jin knew Oz before she was sealed.
Well, to be technical,
Grab more dust crystals.
isn't she the one of knowledge? So it's like she would know pretty much anything about everything.
Well, we don't know exactly how that works. But she does say, "Oh, it's nice to see you again, old man," or something like that.
Yeah,
And it's like, yeah, they've clearly met, like, face to face.
and she clearly knows that that's Ostrid.
Yeah, even though he's Oscar. I feel like I could deduce that. It's like, let me see, green guy. Yeah, I only know a few.
Not too many.
But yeah, what else was there? Ooh, Tiki.
Well, they're still on the whole route of going to Atlas.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's right over there.
But what's it?
Dust.
It seems that Osprey has a whole entire list of possible secrets that
Oh.
he's not telling the whole group.
Yeah, because he says that, oh, faith in humanity or something. I don't know. It was a contrived reason as to why he thinks that they can't be trusted, even though none of them have demonstrated that they can't be trusted. And he has like this weird crush on Ruby, like crush / obsession. It's like, oh hey Ruby, your silver eyes, John cookies.
You like cookies, right?
Run out of fuel.
Cookies?
But yeah, it back off.
Oh no. The hideous odor one.
Hideotor's gift. We watched Grinch. Well, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That new one is coming to theaters yet. I like shit. But we haven't
In
seen
some
it.
places, yeah. Because I know Jeremy Johns did a review on it.
There's no fuel left in the cart. Hurry, gather those dust crystals.
You only got 3 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, what else is there? But oh god. Okay.
Dad.
Weiss's turn. What else happened in this episode? They revealed Jin. Apparently, okay. What's your thought on the fact that everything kind of froze when they were talking to her. Like, does that mean time is frozen, or is it just like a distilled thing?
I'm not entirely too sure, because
Like, all this knowledge is just for the people in the vicinity, and if there is like anybody trying to eavesdrop, they won't hear it because everything is frozen.
oh, keep in mind, this is still the relic, so it is super powerful.
Oh, wait, hold up. I had a thought on the relics, because if this is the way that all of the relics are, i.e. just lamps, and each one of them has a different ability, I think one of them at least would actually grant what Nora wanted and be like a wishing genie. Because we have destruction, creation, choice, and knowledge.
And Jin was one of knowledge.
But
The
like,
other ones probably can
You could-
grant.
you could probably wish something away, like destruction.
I wish just. Okay,
I wish Salem dead.
Sure. Yeah, just wish for some of your enemies to be destroyed.
Like, yeah. Where is this thing? Okay. This entire level is really dark. But yeah,
Choice. Wait, no, so what? How is it gonna be a genie of choice?
that's the wishing one, I feel. Or, alternatively, I was thinking about this while we were getting set up. That could be like an alternate, like a time manipulation fairy. It's like, oh, you can change one thing that has happened.
You can change 3 things.
Well, like, I feel they would have to nerf that. So it's like, you're only allowed to change one thing. And it's like, you can erase. It's kind of like the Gravity Falls thing, where. Dang it. Okay. It's kind of like the Gravity Falls thing, where it's like, you get to make one paradox-free alteration to the timeline, or an paradox-free wish. Like, Seuss wished for a pizza slice.
An infinite slice of pizza.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like choice would be something like that. Like, it's behind you. It would be, like, if it was Jean, it would be, oh, I wish for, Pyrrha to come back to life. So it would be as if Pyrrha never died, but she did, you know? Like, paradox-free choice. A wish. To alter reality. But, yeah. Destruction, I feel, would be like,
There's no fuel left in the car.
you're allowed to destroy anything you want. Like, just wish anything away. I wish Salem dead. Or so, like, you can destroy the relics. That way no one can have them. That, or, like, ooh, creation.
That car seems to run out of fuel.
This is just going off of the idea that all of the relics are the same thing, which they might not be. They could easily be like, this one is a genie, but the other one is kind of like a gremlin. You know? Like something that could, like, I'd imagine the gremlin would be the destruction one. Where it's a, like, it would slip into anything and destroy it from the inside out. But you have to, like, choose up to 3 things. You know? That's also going off the idea that these are all different things, which possibly not. They might all just be genies.
I gather too many of them.
Oh, well, there's even more.
That clock seems to have run out of fuel.
Where y'all come from?
It's up there. But what else is there? Salem. Oh, okay, yeah. There wasn't really much to this episode except for like a lot of speaking, talking, but like
I don't know action going on.
Cinder is in like the spider's web or whatever the heck. Like she meets a chick who can quote unquote control spiders. Now I don't know what that fully means.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
metaphorically
it's just, she
or
gets him to work for her.
does that mean just like, oh, I call these people spiders, but they're really just people? Or
Fun.
can she also but can she actually manipulate spiders? Is she gonna like open up her mouth and like spiders come out? Like we don't know. But what else is there?
I feel as though she's just regular human.
Well, I'm not saying like she's a bag full of spiders. Like I'm saying like, does she have an ability, like a semblance to control spiders?
She can control spider funnels.
That's a very niche ability. That's kind of like a very circumstantial one that would be completely useless outside of this world that they've invented. It's like, technically, I could have the ability to take superpowers away from people. It's just I've never interacted with someone with superpowers.
Either that or everyone you've interacted with all had superpowers, and you took them away without knowing. Without them knowing.
Without me knowing what power I took?
Yes.
That'd be the worst power ever.
You're like a neutralizer.
Once I take it away, it's gone. But yeah, like I don't know what this Spider Woman is all about. But, yeah. Okay. But I think we've reached the point in the episode. There wasn't a lot to it. Where, Ruby flat out asks Jin, who says that she has, 2 accessible wishes for now, because Ozpin states that, you can only ask it 3 wishes every 100 years. And he says that he wasted the, like, someone wasted the wishes before he sealed it away. But when Jin appears, she says she has 2 questions left unasked. So they ask her what is Ozpin hiding from them, and then everything kind of goes blank. And then she's like, oh, let me tell you this story of this beautiful woman trapped inside of a tower. And then it's like a blonde chick. And yeah, it's kind of revealed that that was Salem. And she looks nothing like Salem does now.
I only have 30 seconds.
Oh,
Said I only have 30 seconds.
maybe you can do it. This counts as a death, by the way. Or maybe not, I don't know. It might count. Because this place is gonna explode. It's so close. Maybe you can... Actually, no. Never mind. You're gonna die.
There's...
And that's how Blake died. Alright. Your turn as Yang. But, oh, by the way, Yang is actually getting her hot temper back.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if this proves too difficult on normal mode, we might just have to crank it down to easy. because we don't want to stress out about this. This is kind of just like something to do while we talk about the episode. But what else is there? Yeah, Salem was a normal chick before she got all corrupted and junk. So, and that was displayed directly after Jin was asked what Ozpin is hiding. So I'm assuming that given what we know about Ozpin and what he was talking about before they displayed the whole like Salem thing,
Grab more dust crystals.
I am being led to believe that there was some form of betrayal between the two of them, that, like they knew each other, but then Ozpin got betrayed by her.
Either that or he betrayed her and turned her into what Salem is now.
Yeah, like it's some element of betrayal is involved between Salem and Oz.
That cart seems to have run out of fuel.
Are we just ignoring the Grimm?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sounds like a plan, man. But yeah, because the thing about this level is that do these things actually like
They don't hurt the cart. They
Yeah.
just kind of
Keep going.
get in your way.
yeah.
They have no interest in the
This
dust.
this might have been the way we handled this the first time we played this game.
I'd believe it. It's like,
Because it's all like, you know what, screw it, this is take two. Like, look at how far you've gotten. Look at the distance you've made.
probably won't matter if I don't get this crystal.
Yeah.
Come on, Yang.
But yeah,
Yeah. Sexy legs.
and moving on swiftly. We know that Ozpin doesn't trust people. And that is probably for a good reason. But as of right now, he hasn't shown us why. But the thing is that the way he's reacting to them trying to figure out, like, why everything is happening, or what he's hiding, is probably because he screwed over Salem, but they both screwed each other over. I feel like that's the only path that this can actually lead down. But I feel like
That cart seems to have run out of fuel.
Ublex, shut up, we get it. But what do you think in specific?
It was probably either his wife, his daughter, his girlfriend,
I don't
something.
think they had girlfriends back then.
Just
A million years ago?
you just slept with people.
Well, yeah. That's how the medieval times were, bro. You either just slept around or you put a ring on it. There was no in between.
Run out of fuel.
How is that? That doesn't make any sense.
It was the medieval times. Have you seen the demented chastity belts? Those are scary, man.
No idea what you're talking about.
History. Look it up. Hey, with 2 minutes to spare,
Yeah, what
you might need another dust thing. Maybe it's don't die, please. I don't want to play this. Well, I want to play the game. It's just that I hate escort missions, especially involving stuff like this. Yes.
And into the ravine.
Okay, there we go. I was like, is it not gonna go off? I forgot how that goes.
No more Grimm.
I'm glad everyone was
What?
able to keep their cool.
It's just random.
That would have made for an uncomfortable parent-teacher conference. Still, you reprogrammed the security network. You set up that trap. And where in the world did the mutated Grimm come from? I had several theories, and none of them
I feel like we're gonna learn exactly why Salem looks the way she does, and what corrupted her.
Well, considering that she has control over Grimm,
I kind of feel like she took some of Ozpin's power.
but why would Ozpin have control over Grimm?
We don't know a lot about the guy. Maybe
Yeah.
he's evil. I mean, like, he possesses Oscar at every given moment.
He's like,
Oh, by the way, props to Oscar. He held him back.
yeah.
Like, I really
like
like that.
keeping.
Because it's all like, wasn't it during that fight at the end of the last volume? Where, like, Oscar's like, no, I can do this. And then he gets possessed by Ozpin anyway.
Got
And
it.
then, like, to fight Hazel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the stick. Okay, can we talk about how varying Ozpin's power is? It's like, either he can flail around a stick, or he could just turn you into a crow. You can go either way. This is like a branching path.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
But, like, yeah,
Booyah.
it's so random on how powerful Ozpin can be and is at any given moment.
Oh, yeah, because what's it?
It's like, is he an old man? Is he super powerful? Is he like
Fight mode activate.
fight mode active? But
You're not so tough.
yeah, I actually like that Oscar can actually hold back Ozpin.
Yeah, considering as to how old Ozpin is.
Well, that makes it sound lame. It's like, I can hold back an old elderly man by like a finger.
Can't be able to hold back an old man's soul with my sheer will.
You're making Oscar's feat of strength sound like really lame.
He hasn't proven anything of himself. He doesn't even know his semblance yet.
I think his semblance is Ozpin.
You're not so tough.
That'll be very disappointing if that's true.
That would actually be interesting. Like, your semblance isn't necessarily something that you, like, have, like, a power. It's, like, a spirit of someone else inside you. So, like, Summer's spirit is inside of Ruby. That's, like, the flower petals.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or, like, I don't know, something like that. That would be interesting if that was, like, a reveal that Ozpin is just, like, an example, like, a more blatant example of, oh, semblances are actually kind of, like, a spiritual power given to you by an ancestor. Like, Yang's is just one that's super pissed off.
That's how it's done.
Not messing with that.
Anyway, what? What were you gonna say?
No, what I was gonna say is just her and her mother have the same soul in there.
No. Because... Wait, do they both have the pissed off thing?
Well, what's it?
Like, I know Raven gets
Raven-
pissed off, but, like...
Raven
Is that-
naturally has her eyes red.
Yeah.
And
Like-
Yang,
I don't think having red eyes is a semblance.
yeah, well, what's it? Whenever Yang's semblance activates, her eyes turn yellow. I mean, red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I've been watching the show. But, yeah, that could be a thing. But what else? Oh, that would mean that I feel that Sun and Blake would have like a common, like a commonality in their like family tree, because they basically have the same thing, like shadow clones and like Sun's
Aww.
clones.
Want to share a sappy moment with me under the tree?
Sappy. Anyway, yeah. That would explain as to why they have such similar semblances.
Yeah.
Nora was descended from Thor.
That's a long lost daughter.
Ooh,
The future.
and that would explain the Schnees.
That wouldn't explain Glinda.
Maybe she is actually related to Oscar. Like she has like a share of his own power.
Nailed it.
Because that is extremely powerful for just a random character. Because she felt a lot bigger in the first volumes because she showed up. But it's been like 3 volumes already and we haven't seen her. And it's like, that's a lot of power to put on someone you don't have on screen.
Yeah. Maybe if they get to Atlas, we could be able to see her there with Ironwood.
That'd be nice. Or see her at all. I think the last time we saw her, she was on like a news feed.
Yeah. They're trying to put something back together.
Yeah, the same thing she was trying to put back together in the previous volume. Like, how long is she gonna try on this? But yeah,
She's been trying to put that together for the past 6 months.
like any jigsaw puzzle.
No.
What else is that? Oh man, this is the level that ends really terribly,
Got one for the
isn't it?
good guys.
Where it's all like, it's a gauntlet of different waves.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
What's ugly enough
Watch
to
out.
have both of my fists in its face.
This is indeed concerning. Those mutated Grimm you fought in Mountain
What else
Glen
is
were
there?
no fluke. Now we know there are more of them. Follow those train tracks uphill and maybe we can find out where they're coming from.
Well, but yeah,
Forgot I could do this. Yeah.
well, you can't. Maybe that's why you forgot. What else was there?
Disappointments all around.
Wait, how old is Ozpin? Like Dawn of Time old, or just like
I want to give it about 1,000.
1,000? I feel like that's conservative. Because he says that, what was it? He's locked this stuff away, and it can only be refreshed every 100 years, which is the worst cooldown time ever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's every 100 years that you can ask it 3 questions.
How
Take my fist.
what exactly does he ask the genie?
What do you mean?
I mean, let's see. I would say a question was asked before.
Probably, how do you work? It's all like, that's how he got the information on how the genie works. It's like, I can only answer 3 questions every 100 years, you wasted 1.
Answer. You don't.
Because who established these rules? Who created this? Was it Ozpin?
The god of light.
See ya.
Oh, the brother?
Taking out the trash.
Oh, yeah.
She's a tiny booyah.
But yeah, like, was it the brother? The light brother?
I think so.
Was that how it was? It's been a while since we heard the myth. Oh yeah, it was that, huh?
I think so, yeah.
The light brother created the right brother. The light
Careful,
brother
guys. You wouldn't want to trip and
created.
forever fall. Eh? Am I right?
Anyway. She has yet to make a pun in the series.
I'm sure she will eventually, hopefully.
I'm sure, hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
This is all I'm watching it for. The puns.
So yeah, you see, this is the gauntlet thing that annoyed me. It took Nora to like clear this out, which I really don't want to do because we haven't even been upgrading Team Juniper. We'll probably visit Team Juniper if we run out levels through Team RWBY, which is most likely the case. But yeah, what else is there? Or we could go through like this and have them go all level 10. Which is what we did in preparation for a volume. Wasn't it last volume that we did that?
What? For volume
5.
to level 10?
Well, like, we played this game
Oh, yeah.
in preparation, and we got everyone to level 10 on a different load. But yeah, what else was there? Ren and Nora weren't really in it.
I don't. Wait, did Ren even say anything?
Yeah, he said something, but you were talking over him.
Oh.
So I was like, I have no idea what he said. It probably just had something to do with, oh, blah, 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 we have to get to Atlas. But, it is kind of interesting to watch them all gang up on Aspen. And, like, Crow is like, hey, kids, you do you. So yeah.
I'm glad, Crow wasn't gonna try and stop him or nothing.
Yeah. Crow is a good uncle slash guardian slash. Why do people think that he's RWBY's dad?
Because they look alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus they have traits of each other that are pretty much alike.
So, I'm like Cookie. Like, it doesn't mean like he's my dad. Cookie is my uncle. Well, our uncle.
Yeah, so we're related.
He dresses like me too. Did you notice? Like he had like that one sling backpack and like a normal jacket and jeans.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, thanks, man. I dress like that. No, like yeah. Yeah, and Phoebe is like Tata. That doesn't mean like Tata is like Phoebe's mom. Unless I have just uncovered a major conspiracy theory in our family, and you're the only child born from mom and dad.
That means I'm forever alone.
You see how stupid this sounds? This is what, like, and plus, it being revealed that Crow is RWBY's father would mean nothing for the series. nothing would change. We barely see her parents anyway. Well, her dad. Because
supposed dad.
oh, come on.
Like, come on, what are the chances that let's see, she doesn't come out with some sort of other, like, blonde hair or something, besides the fact that it's just written that way?
Well, like, okay, here's the thing. Have we seen Summer?
This guy thinks he's real tough.
Have we seen Summer before?
No, only in the. Let's see.
There was a team portrait of what it was. Stark, Summer, Tai Yang, Raven, and Crow. Yeah, Stark. And like that's the only time we ever saw her like in a photo.
And in the opening of the first volume, I would have thought that would have more significance.
Yeah.
But I guess they kind of forgot about that and decided to go a different route.
Eh. But like the thing is that without having like having her mother around and having Crow, which she loves Crow, like she idolizes him. So it's like naturally. It's not like, oh, they're similar because Crow is her father. It's probably she's similar because she made herself similar to him. Because growing up and idolizing him, like, you gotta think that she modeled Crescent Rose after Crow's, like, scythe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I want something like that. It's like, okay, make it yourself. It's like, so yeah. Because it would be weird if Crow modeled himself after her. It's like, I'm gonna model myself after this baby.
Team, that was an incredible display of fighting mastery. We must get to the source of where these mutated monstrosities are coming from, and more importantly, who's behind it. I sense we're getting close. If you can manage to get to the end of the rail line, we just might find the answers we need.
But like, yeah. I feel like just the reveal would be unnecessary and it wouldn't add nothing. Like, with all the, like, end-worlding information and the drama and junk, what would be the point of it?
RWBY, I am your father.
Yes! It's like, that wouldn't be, like, a terrible thing to learn. And plus, that just seems like such a waste of drama and effort. And you need to. Hold on, let's look at some of these locked things. Because you can only unlock them for, like, specific things. Like, defeat enemies with Quake to unlock this ability. You've only done that 23 times. That's why, like, we haven't unlocked anything.
No, that says clear. Wait. What? Never mind.
Quake creates a shield of rock pillars around Yang that enemies cannot get through. That sounds cool. Oh, so like an Ursa.
I am an Ursa, which is why I can kill them.
She's modeled after Goldilocks, so it's like the three bears. So. Defeat enemies with blast wave to unlock this ability. You've only done that 24 times. Yeah, like there's a bunch of different things that are like locked because we're kind of just going through this game. Defeat enemies with ranged attacks. Ranged attacks as Yang to unlock this ability. But yeah. What else is there? I should write down notes for this. Just so, like, key points to look back on, because I feel like I'm forgetting something obvious. And how lucky is that old lady? Just randomly stumbling upon this group and getting to witness a relic in motion. It's like, I knew I got on the train for a reason.
I was on the right train today. I'm usually blind.
Oh yeah. I'm still hoping she's Barry, even though I'm pretty sure she's kind of just a old lady who will
See ya.
be tougher than she
Didn't
looks
even
or
break a
something.
sweat.
Then again, why is she going to Atlas? Wait, what happened to everyone else on that train?
Oh, they were sent away. Because they detached the front of
Oh,
the train
okay, got you.
from the back, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, did they just leave them for dead?
No sign of those train tracks
Wait,
anywhere.
how did they lose the third of
Must
their
be
party?
hidden behind one of those doors. See if you can find a way to get them open.
Why do people seem to always lose their
Oh,
keys?
wait, was that one docile or something?
Did you just kill an innocent Grimm?
I don't know. It just kind of walked up to me.
It's like, hello, friend. Ah!
That was weird. Where did that even come from?
No, I wasn't looking at the screen, honestly.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That one was docile.
Aw. Poor little baby. But, do you think Oscar's actually gonna make his own weapon eventually?
I hope
Or is
so.
he just gonna stick with the old cane?
It's like, nah, he probably will stick with the cane.
Yeah.
It's like, who knows how old that thing
Got
is.
it.
I kind of hope that Oscar is the end of Ozpin. Not like, I want Ozpin to die. Like, I want, like, Ozpin to be laid to rest and Oscar can be his own person. You know?
Yeah. But I think that requires Salem to die too.
What, is this like a tandem thing?
Maybe.
Like, are they intrinsically linked? Are they the two brothers?
One became female after the few centuries.
And here at the Cyberverse, we don't judge. If that's what you want to be, then be it. But
Is there
That'd
no,
be
wait a
weird.
minute, wait. Is it maybe Crow got the story of the two brothers from Ozpin, but he lied about that. So he's,
you know what? You might be onto something, actually.
yeah, I think there's always a possibility. There's like,
You know, that would be a more interesting reveal. Like, oh yeah, you know the two brothers we were talking about? Yeah. You want to know who lied? Ozpin!
again.
No freaking duh. And, like, that would actually explain why Salem is in control of the Grimm. It's because, like, she created them in the first place. Because the Dark Brother created the Grimm, yeah.
Yeah,
But then, like, eventually the two of them agreed to create mankind, which, given the connotations with that, does that mean that they kind of did it? So, like, are they, like, is Ozpin and Salem kind of like an Adam and Eve allegory? Like, creating the
Speaking
first
of
of mankind?
that could be a possibility. It was like,
But how was the tower created? I feel like people had to be around for that.
You gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. And by eggs, I mean vases. And by omelet, I mean a key. Got it.
easy as smashing faces.
Booyah!
What else is there? Your aura recovers much faster. I feel like you need that one.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, fine.
More damage in a larger radius.
I'm fine. I don't need to live. I just need to kill things faster.
I need more firepower.
Who are you? Your worst nightmare.
Yang. Sincerely, your worst nightmare, Yang.
But yeah, you see, Ozpin lying about, oh, it was two brothers. That would be...
Hey, Oobleck.
There would be a point to that story, or that
Team,
point to
this
that
discovery is a
lie.
bit unexpected and worse than I feared.
You know?
That appears to be an
Because
active
it's like,
Malot industry
that would
ship.
throw people off.
Dr. Malot hasn't
Oh,
been
like,
heard from or seen in ages.
oh,
I must inform Ozpin at
that
once. Meanwhile,
can't
I want you to
possibly
investigate ship,
mean
but
that
please,
he,
keep
like,
a safe distance.
it's Salem and him. Yeah.
It's like, maybe they were siblings. And then all that stuff happened.
I don't know at this point. Because that would actually mean that he told a half-truth. One of them was a man.
So everything is a lie except for like this one other part.
Because, yeah, he promised no more lies, no more half-truths. But, yeah, I feel like we're gonna continue this whole Ozpin's a liar thing.
So consider it BS. Maybe I should have got the aura.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's how it's done.
The bullets that go nowhere. It's like, I need something to hit.
I need something to kill.
Hello.
What else is that? Artifacts, relics. Yeah, that kind of threw me off.
Got it.
That the relic actually does expand, but it's not like it's not like what you said. He just needs to apply a little power. It kind of just does it.
It's like, does it understand what a belt is?
A belt loop, and but the thing is that it didn't expand in Ruby's hands. Like, it was still kind of like toting size.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Professor Port's trophy collection was a bit weird, but this takes things to a whole new level.
This temple looks like it's being used as a temporary storage facility for Grimm.
But yeah,
All things.
what else was there?
This is quite
Oh, by the way,
the
once you die, we're probably cutting this off.
That is if I die.
When you die. And yes, that is a challenge.
Check this out.
Silly programming. What?
Goodbye. I wish I can aim.
Try it again. Okay, or not.
Okay, they
It
just
just
come
blew up.
they just.
Wave 1!
Oh man, I should have just stayed up there and parked them up there.
Yeah, too bad. But yeah, what else was there?
Must go through 4 waves.
When you die, we'll pick this up at this point. Well, actually, no, through this level because it kind of restarts.
Booyah!
But yeah, we actually looked at the next episode, and it's called what was it? The Lost Fable. So I'm assuming that the entire length of the story is probably going to be interrupted by like Cinder's little odyssey, but also it's going to be telling the story of Salem and Ozpin.
Yeah.
And like what corrupted her and what like made him so jaded. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going. Because this is only the second episode, and we're actually getting answers that we've been asking since the start of this.
Yeah. I would really like to know more. And hopefully they do get to answer these questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully
If
we get
not,
to see
just
some
keep
action.
on asking Jen. Ask for more questions.
He's like, maybe she doesn't have to answer questions. You can just keep seeing her for the rest of the volume.
Yeah, you'd like that. But what else is there? Yeah, so what is the idea on the other relics? Are they all just gonna be lamps that summon out genies?
I feel like they are.
Yeah, probably.
Because they are creation of of both
Did that tickle?
supposed brothers.
Well, I don't think the relics are.
Ow! Right
Oh, no wait, yeah.
Like the only thing that they created together was people. People who can choose light or dark or something. But like yeah.
That's gonna leave a mark.
You gotta assume that the light brother is kind of a perv, though.
How so?
You know how so!
I don't understand.
Oh, I shall create this relic, and within it is a sexy blue topless lady. She's like, okay, and she won't even have pants. So like, yeah, so just a naked chick appears when you say her name. It's like, that's just weird, man. Like, you couldn't spare her anything, like a loincloth or like
I think he spent it on.
pasties.
He probably. I think he spent it on all the on the other relics.
I think he spent it on making an ornate relic that can grow on command. And it's like, yes, all my budget went towards this. Clothing is conveniently not in the budget.
It's nowhere in the budget.
So like, Jin is like, I'm freaking cold in here. Can you like give me something? It's like, no.
That's for the others. Are you Jin, the genie of clothes?
You have, in order for them to get clothes, they have to go to the genie of creation, so that she can sew them. But like, yeah. You gotta assume that at least Ozpin is telling the truth about that much. That the lamp was made by a man. So like, yes, this is exactly how this will go. Because like, if it was a chick, and we're assuming that they're straight, even though I know you're not, it could have been a lesbian that made this lamp. But like, if it's presumably straight. If it was a chick, it would be a man with a six-pack and look kind of like what the genie looks like in Aladdin. And it's all like, fan service! Or Dr. Manhattan.
With chains.
Yeah, basically. Like, I assume that's how it would look like if it was gender bent back to the way it was. So, like, yeah. I can already see people complaining about it. Or, like, oh, why does a chick have to be, like, naked or whatever? But it's all like, if you flip the script, I feel like no one would have minded if it was a dude.
They wouldn't even have a thought of it at all.
Yeah. Like, and besides, this is kind of like a completely,
Good guy.
like, woman-driven show. and like all the dudes are kind of incompetent.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like
So they are incompetent.
yeah, the
I
most
mean,
capable.
the most powerful one doesn't trust anyone.
Great job.
So-
you
Yeah.
the ship.
Like he's
I may
mentally
need you to get a
disturbed.
closer look to see what kind of
But
cargo
it's
they're
like
carrying. But be
The
careful
most
not to
powerful
be
people
spotted.
in this
Who knows
entire
what kind of
universe
security they
are
have.
women. So it's
Yeah.
like there's bound to be
Oh,
one
Lord.
that's just
No tickets
like
necessary.
Jin. It's kind of like how in my stories you have a lot of powerful women. Like
Team,
a lot of them are
where
actually
are
better
you?
than Todd
Report in.
in
Students,
the fighting
Oh dear.
department, like Kate and Corbet and stuff like that.
Going to be happy about this.
But then you also have like Amari, which is kind of like the like standard sexy. But the world is so expansive, there's bound to be at least one, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I can see people complaining about that. I don't have any complaints about it because it's like the world is only so big. There's a like gonna be something like that. Like in Star Wars, Princess Leia's dressed in like a bikini. And in Marvel, there's always an abs shot of the hero. Even in Doctor Strange.
Even if it's not the superhero, because we actually got it more from Killmonger.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Like, yeah. Nobody's complaining about that because it's like that's eye candy for the women. Like, because I remember going to like a movie and when a dude took off his shirt, they're like, "Woo!" And it's like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, boy.
It's like you don't need to do that. But then, like, if we get a Black Widow butt shot with clothes on, he didn't mind. Then everybody goes up in arms, and it's like, I don't understand the like double standard. That it's like women can gawk at men, but men can't gawk at women unless they're titled as pigs. Because like, yeah, I have respect for women. It's just that like, yeah, naturally we are attracted to things. You don't always have to say stuff about it, but yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, majority of the time, if you try and argue, you're just kind of a hypocrite.
Yeah. And to say it's like, oh, you shouldn't act that way, or well, like, if you're outspoken about it and like a pig about it, I can understand. But like, if you're just generally attracted to it, then it's like, okay, so what are you attracted to? It's like, ask them what they're attracted to, and if it's anything like, oh yeah, I like a man with abs and it's like 6 feet tall. It's like, okay, what if I like a girl with like a nice butt or whatever? And it's like, image standards, and I'm like, you want somebody with 6-pack abs? It's like, you know how hard that is to sustain?
Hey, it's not that easy. I've tried.
Sustain or obtain?
Yes.
It's obtain. But
Quiet,
yeah.
Michael.
Anyway, this turned into a really weird conversation. Well, not weird. I'm like, normal conversation, but oh no, it just got me thinking about how people are going to react, because I know people will.
Yeah, they will. No matter what.
I thought this was a kid-friendly show. Why is there a naked girl on Jimmy's TV? Mom, get out of my room. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna end it right there, and next week we shall cover The Lost Fable and pretend to pay attention to this video game. So until next time, bye!
See ya.